The Milwaukee Bucks are an interesting case. They're struggling right now. They're 1-5. They just lost to a buzzer beater game against the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell made a great shot. After Dame made a great shot. But they lost the identity that won them a championship, which was a defensive first team. When you sit there and look at this team now with Damian Lillard, they can't get any stops on the perimeter. And that's the biggest issue. At least with Drew Holiday, you can get some stops. And with those stops, you can get versatility on the defensive end that they just don't have now. You can switch Drew Holiday on a big. If you switch Damian Lillard on a big, it's most likely a foul or 2 points for the other team. Or you get a cause of a rotation, you try to help, and it opens up to 3. Whatever the case may be. They lost the identity of that when they lost Drew Holiday. And they can't get it back. It's the same thing that happened with the Lakers. It's the same thing that's happening right now with the Denver Nuggets. When you lose key pieces like that, you just can't go into a barrel and find those guys. Maybe you can find a shooter. Maybe you can find a defensive-minded person. Maybe you can find a person or a cog or whatever the case may be. But to lose key pieces like that continuously, not add and not build, you basically lose the fabric of your team. So you have to change your whole team right now. If you're the Milwaukee Bucks, that means trading Brook Lopez, trading Bobby Portis, and trying to find somebody to take Chris Middleton's contract, which is $30 million, and I think it's a team option, player option, whatever the case may be. But they have to start making those moves now. And it's unfortunate because they didn't really have to do that. They felt like they needed to do that, and now they're further back in the Eastern Conference. Literally further back in the Eastern Conference. Now, maybe it's still early, I'm not pulling the plug yet, but those are the only options I see, that they have to trade guys around them to try to make it work. And then eventually, at some point, Giannis is going to axe out if it doesn't get better. It's going to happen regardless. It's just a ticking time bomb right now for those guys. It's funny how they just lost the fabric of the team when they traded Drew Holiday. You see how well he's meshing with the Boston Celtics and how that's looking, and how you can see the versatility of everything on the offensive end, defensive end, and now the Milwaukee Bucks just don't have that versatility. And they fired their coach. They actually had Dante DiVincenzo on this team. They didn't get any veterans to come in and help, and it's looking bad. And people are going to sit there and look around and be like, this Bucks organization failed, but it starts with Giannis as well, too. He made those calls. They had to okay it by him. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what the media is trying to hide or whatever it is. He has to okay those moves. And for those moves not to work out, now we're seeing how hard it is. You're seeing the struggles of being that franchise guy and making moves or making something happen, and it's not panning out. He's got to play through it. He's got to figure it out.